Best interests of, quote, protection for our country and protection from the terrorists. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There are people in our government, a rogue outfit, whatever, I'm not sure, who are actually behind these terrorist acts. And the reason they're behind the terrorist acts is so they can pass bills like the Patriot Act. And the reason the congressmen and the senators vote for these stupid bills, stupid by our terms and our definition, is because many of them have been set up and framed through sex and drugs. So then we have Oklahoma City, 1995. I personally investigated the Oklahoma City bombing case. Huge cover-up. Jack Kennedy's assassination, huge cover-up. Bobby Kennedy's assassination, huge cover-up. World Trade Center, huge cover-up. Okay, terrorism. They're using it as an excuse to take away our constitutional rights and our civil liberties.
Cosmic flame.
The Bilderbergs. The Illuminati, Bilderberg, New World Order, globalists are the element behind this. It dovetails into the satanic movement, and this movement has infiltrated into our intelligence community, the once great FBI and the CIA.
I'd like to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High. You know, we're going to get into it, man. You know, you see what Ted Gunnison said, man. This is a satanic agenda, man. It's a satanic movement, man. You know? Because you got a lot of cats saying, you know, I'm hearing that a lot. Hey, this has nothing to do with spirituality. This has nothing to do with God, you know? These cats don't know what they're talking about, man. You know? They just running their big fat mouth. Like Yeshua HaMashiach said, they err, you know what I mean? They err not knowing the scriptures, man. You know? They just want to keep talking, you know, that worldly wisdom. You know? Professing themselves to be wise, but they sound like fools, man. Anywhere you start researching, it's going to turn back to something spiritual, and that all roads leads back to the Most High, man. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. But these guys err, like Yahushua HaMashiach says, man. You err not knowing the scriptures, you know. And you see what he said, man. You know, a lot of these guys are behind these attacks. You know, are behind doing all manner of wickedness, man. You know, the domestic terrorists, man. The terrorists is already here. They've been here, man. You know, they already been here. You know, a lot of people they're not gonna want to believe it, man, because they still got that. You mean that pride in America, man. You know what I mean? You know, oh man, this country, man. Let's keep going. Proverbs 29:2 says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn," man. You know, these guys ruling right now are the border of wickedness, man. The border of wickedness. You know, and they're deceiving a lot of people. You know, like Ted Gunnison just said, into thinking that, you know, these are outside forces starting these things. But you see, he's telling you that, hey, our own government is doing these stuff, man. You know? Oh, man. You know, they do all manner of wickedness, even this COVID-19, you know, these wars, you know, all this stuff was done on purpose. Like you were saying, you know, it's to take away more of your civil liberties, more of your rights. You know, the Patriot Act. You know, all these wars were started, you know, so they could test out these equipments on you, to test out their merchandise on you. You know, to keep you more in control. Why? Because they need to have a lock on us. You know, because they're the ones doing all manner of wickedness. You know, that's the reason, man. You know, and the people are mourning right now. You know, they're mourning, man. They're unhappy. You know, especially those that didn't sell out. Because the wicked beareth rule. This is what they do. And then you even had I think it was one of the Rothschilds, one of their mothers. She was saying something along the lines like, "Hey, if my sons didn't want any war, there would be no wars, man." She said it out of her mouth, man. So that just goes to show you, world peace can be established, man. But the wicked beareth rule, man. The people mourn, and we so far behind. We so far behind. Because we just caught up on a bunch of wickedness, man. This is their lot, man. Their lot. Their job is to destroy the earth, man. Like the scripture says, these are the bases of men. I just did a video, the other day showing you, how do you got these trillionaires and billionaires and things like that. They're launching these rockets up in the so-called space, which is a lie. They're not going to space, man. It ain't no space. They lying to you. The scriptures talk about. They say, let us have our, let each and every one of us have a lot of voluptuousness, man. Let us enjoy the finer things in life. That's all. It's all a game. How much money you think it costs to launch those rockets up into space, man? Or to the sky or whatever. They spent billions on that, man. Millions. For what? 15 seconds? Man, these guys are playing you, man. The domestic terrorist is here, man. They already here. The border of wickedness. Like the scriptures speak of, man. The satanic agenda, man. They staunch Satanists, man. They worship the devil. This is what they do, man. This is why they have these laws out here, these Patriot Acts and things like that, because they the terrorists, man. They the terrorists. They the real terrorists out here, and they want to protect themselves, because they operate in high level of deception, man. And their job is to watch the righteous, because that's the only thing that they fear. They fear them. They fear the righteous. They fear the truth. Those wielding the truth. That's what they're afraid of, man. But if you a liar, you could. Hey, they got no problem with that. You could dwell amongst them. If you corrupt, if you a thief, you like to do all manner of wickedness. Hey, they gonna feel comfortable around you. If not, no, they don't want you in their circle, man. This is what they do, man. And it's all about placing the blame on somebody else. So, for example, hey, I could say, hey, look at this guy right here. This guy is the ones that he did X, Y, Z. And it's like, because they have that power, they could be like, oh no. Let's turn it on. Let's put the blame on this guy. So the people want something to be mad at, man. They want something to be mad at. But their job is to take that aggression off of them and put it on somebody innocent, man. But there's consequences for that, man. Proverbs 17:13. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house, man. What does that mean? Keep rewarding people that's doing wrong, like they're doing something good, like they're doing something just and upright. Evil shall not depart from your house. That means more tribulation gonna come upon you. You're never gonna be at ease. You think that you're doing the right thing, but you're not. Like the scriptures speak about that too. He says the time's gonna come when they feel like they're gonna be doing a good service, man. You know, high level deception out here. They feel like they're gonna be doing a good service to, for the Most High. You know what I mean? But they're not. Why? Because a lot of these guys err and they don't really know what's going on. You mean? They err not knowing the scriptures, man. They err from the truth, man. So, man, it speaks to that in the wisdom of Solomon, man. Like I always talk about, man. You mean? They err from the path of righteousness, man. So whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from your house, man. So a lot of you guys, you got caught up into these things, man. You wanted to get revenge on other people, so you put them on the list, and you got a reward for it, you got a pat on the back. So guess what's gonna happen now? Evil shall not depart from you, man. Now you in a system of perpetual wickedness. You doing all manner of wickedness for rewards now. More tribulation gonna rise up, and you're not gonna be able to depart from it, man. And if you try to depart, guess what? It's gonna be a lot of tribulation that comes with that. Can you deal with that? Nope. A lot of you guys can't. So you're gonna stay on that side, man. Because you thought the truth was on that side. Because you err, not knowing the scriptures, man, and not knowing what's really going on out here. You were comfortable with the lies. The lies is more comfortable. It's comfortable to come out, and just point your finger at this, that, and the third, and feel comfortable. While you turn a blind eye to wickedness, man, because you're getting rewarded for it right now. But there's consequences for that, man. Let's keep going. Proverbs 3:35, the wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools, man. What's that mean? Hey, we haven't given up, man. We know the truth and we stand in the truth, man. We keeping our eye on the Most High and the promises that He made. Because the Most High forget about us out here, man. Everything in the scriptures is a story about redemption, man. 1 minute you have somebody at the bottom, and the next minute they be rising to the top, man. But in this world, the top is not for us. At the top in this world, that's where that's where Satan is, man. The further up you go here, the higher you are in this world, that's where Satan is, man. That's where his minions is, man. That's where all these guys sold out to. And he's on a lower level too, so those that have glory in this world, hey, shame shall come. Hey, shame is coming to those guys soon, man. Shame shall be the promotion of fools, man. Even those on a lower level too. Because they err, man. They erred from the truth. They went along with it. They went along with it. Everything is a test. Great glory is coming, man. And I like this picture right here. Let's get into it. Right here, you see. You thought that when you entered into these secret covenants, these secret groups, it was something special. You thought that you was gaining a lot of wisdom, but the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom according to the Most High. So what did you really have? From the outside looking, it looks like you had everything. You had the gym, you had jewels, fancy clothes, this, that, and the third. You being rewarded, but in the shadow, all you got was a turd. All you got was a turd and a bunch of lies they told you. Because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, and that's all these guys do. When they really start searching out, when they really get on the other side, they find out they being lied to. Heavy deception on that side, high level deception. And who had the true gold? Who had the true jewels, man? What was the real wisdom out here? It was in these scriptures the whole time. It was in the Most High. it wasn't his people that was, that you despise. You know, I mean, oh man, that's why the scriptures also say, hey, fear not the words of sinful men, for their glory shall be dung and worms, man. Dung and worms. You mean, so shame shall be the promotion of fools, man. You mean, because they not know the truth. Yeah. They not know the truth, man. So Proverbs 16:19, better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud, man. So what does that mean? Self-explanatory, man. Better it is to be of a humble spirit, man. Hey, break bread with those that's doing the right thing, the lowly, and to divide the spoil with the proud. So it's better to eat with the lowly, man. Stay with the lowly, stay with the those that's doing the right thing, than to divide the spoil with the proud. So don't eat steak with snakes, man. Don't do all manner of wickedness and divide up the the gains with those that's doing all manner of wickedness, man. Because that's gonna come back to bite you. Stick with those that's lowly. But hey, those that's lowly is not. It's not an attractive thing in this world. Even though the Most High said, look, I'm the I chose those that's rejected. I chose those that's gonna be despised. That's who He chooses, man. A lot of people think that His people is gonna be like all these superstars and megastars, these Chris Browns, these these Rihannas, these Omarion. No, the Most High is dealing with the lowly out here, man. It's gonna be people that you don't expect. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's gonna be people that you don't expect. It's gonna be people that you looked over. It's not gonna be your superstars out there that everybody loves. Because those guys, like the scripture says, not many are called to do this word. Not many mighty, not many noble are called. But nobody wants to be with people with the lowly. Why? Because it's not an attractive thing. Look at what we're going through out here. They rather divide the spoil with the proud. Look at what's going on out here. Look how many people is up against you. Oh man. So the Most High was dealing with the lowly. That's why He said, that's why Yeshua HaMashiach was saying, hey, didn't I tell you I chose the poor things? Didn't I say the poor is going to inherit the kingdom? He said that. He said the poor is going to inherit the kingdom, man. That's who I chose. And He was saying, like, hey, why do you show preference to the rich man? Why do you show favoritism to him when he's the one actually oppressing you? He's the one doing all manner of wickedness, man. But because they come in costly robes, fine linen, we look past that and we show favoritism to them. When they engage in all manner of wickedness, man. This is what He was saying in the scriptures, man. He said, hey, they're the ones that's going to inherit the kingdom, the poor, man. Oh man, let's keep going. So we gonna end on this, man. Psalms 119:51. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet I have not declined from thy law, man. Yeah, King David speaking, man. A man after the Most High's own heart. It was in great derision, man. They all had to go through it. But he never gave up, man. That's why, that's why he was who he was. That's why those men that you read about were who they were. you know, because they stood in the truth, man. I mean, you know, they weren't perfect. None of them were perfect, man. You know, but they never gave in to that devil, man. You know, they never fully submitted onto him, man. Great derision, man, and that's what they doing out here. I mean, they putting us through great derision, you know, brutal torments, you know, in this modern day time, you know, high level deception out here, man. That's what the scripture says is gonna be like at the end days, man. The devil gonna deceive the whole world. But hey, don't decline from the law. You know, you don't gotta look, you know, in no cave or nothing like that. You know, the terrorist is already here, man. You know, they already here. You know, and that's why their job is to keep everybody away from those that you know that knows the truth. So scripture says, hey, with more wisdom comes more grief, man. You know, much more grief. You know, much more sorrows, man. With more wisdom you get. You know, and meaning like, hey, look. They don't want you. I mean, they don't want you around anybody else, man. This is what they do. When the wicked beareth rule, man. You know, they got stuff like this. You know, they got programs like this going on. You know, to X you out of society, so they can continue to keep doing wickedness, man. You know, but yeah, man. Give all praises to the Most High, man. And hopefully this was edifying.